we're going to make the second earring for this earring set using 6mm crystals, super duos. You'll also need 2 4mm bicones and some 11-0 seed beads. I'm using delicas, and they should be matching colors, as well as 8-0 beads for your outside, and these are 15-0 for your edge. So I'm going to start by taking the 4 6mm crystal beads, and I'm going to bring them down and around, go back through again, and we're going to bring this down and create a little knot. The knot won't be seen by the time you put the bicones on and the delicas. You won't see any of the knot, so it's okay to just put a knot. I'm going to tie it 3 times so it stays nice and tight. I'll take my scissors and cut the end off. And then I've got my little lighter here, and I'm just going to singe the and just slightly. Okay, so now we're ready. We're going to go up through the first 6mm bead, and now we're going to add our 8-0 seed beads, 1 around each corner. And we're going to come through the 8mm bead again. So you should look like this, coming out the 8mm. And we want 9 of the 15 zeros. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to go into the next 8-0 bead. This time we want 4 of the 15 zeros, 1 8-0, because we're going to put our hook on here, and then another 4. I'm going to use a ring and a hook, so it should look like this. It should be 4, a large one, and 4. That'll be the top, and now we need another 9, so we'll do 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and through this. Now the next side is actually this side here. So we're going to pick up 1 of our super duos, 1 15, 1 super duo, 1 15, 1 super duo, and 1 15, and a 4th super duo. So 4 super duos with 15s between them, and we'll go up through this 8-0 bead. Now you want to pull this nice and tight. Pulled it so tight I pulled it out of my hand. All right, so we pull it tight, and the thread is coming up. So what we're going to do is put these crystals on, bicones on rather, and we're going to loop around so that we come back in the right direction and we can start building the bottom. So the first thing we need to do is pick up 3 11 zeros, 1 of your crystals, and then 3 11 zeros. Go diagonally across, or straight across to the other side. Go through the 8-0. Now come back through the same beads. So you're going to come back through the 11 zeros, the bicone, and then the other 3 11 zeros. I see I missed this last one, so we go through this last one. There you go. Now we're going to go back down through the 8-0 again. I'm going to do the other side. I'm going to repeat this on the other side. And keep pulling your thread tight, because when you get down to this section of the earring, what's going to make this curve is tight thread. If your thread's not tight, it won't curve. So we're going to pick up 3, 2, 3. We're going to pick up our bicone, and we're going to pick up 3 more, 3. And again, we're going to go, thread's coming out of here, so I'm going to want to go here, directly opposite, on a diagonal. Bring your thread down. And now we're going to go back through again. 1, 2, 3, the bicone, and 1, 2, 3. I'm having trouble getting that very last bead. I think I'll do what I did last time. If it doesn't want to come up, I will just put it on separately. Oh, you have to be careful you didn't missing all of them here. There we go, I got them. Now tighten that thread. And that's what it should look like. We're going to come down through the large bead, and we're going to go through these super duos and little beads to get to the other side. Because we want our thread to come out. We want our thread to be coming out of this pink bead. So you want the thread to be coming out of the last super duo. Now we're going to pick up 3. Put these out of the way. We're going to pick up 3. Fifteen zeros, and you're going to go down the first hole. And we'll pick up 2 super duos. And 2 super duos. And 2 super duos. Keep pulling tight when you get this, put the super duos on. Make sure to pull the thread tight. Make sure to check your super duo holes so that they're both open. Okay, they're straight. Now I need to get my 3 beads over here, so I'm going to pick up 3, 2, 3, and I'm going to go through the first super duo, but not the silver bead. You want to go only through the super duo. Pull them tight. And now we got to turn around, so we're going to go back through the super duo and back up through the first silver bead, first 15-0 that you put on. This will connect all of these beads as you go down. So now we need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go through here. And now we'll add a super duo. Between each of the ones that are already on. And again, keep giving it a little tug to make sure it's nice and snug. last one. Now we have to go back up and add our 4 beads up here. So we'll pick up 4 beads, 4 15 zeros, and we're going to go through the last silver bead. And if you can, you want to go through the last silver bead, the super duo behind it, and the super duo you just came out of, like that. Pull tight. Now we got to change directions, so we're going to go back up through the super duo, through the last bead at the end, pull tight, and we get 4 more. And we're going to go down. Now we're going to pick up a super duo, and we're going to put the super duo in between the other row. Get my earring hook out of the way. Now this is where the tightness becomes important. This row and the subsequent rows, because the more you tighten this, you'll see it's going to start to form that bend. So this row somewhat, the next row you'll see it a lot. So we're going to pick up 4, and we're going to go into the last bead again, and then we're going to try to get through the pink one. You can do them individually. I'm going to do this one individually, I think, because there. Now, this loosened up on me a little bit. I want to tighten this up. I'll bring this in. See, I'm pulling. I'm going to go down 1 more. All right. Yeah. And then I want to come back through and through the 1 silver bead. If you don't, you have to tighten those rows before you do the turnaround, because once you've done the turnaround and put this thread or put this stitch in, you'll not be able to pull it tighter, because this kind of locks the whole row. So let's do 4 more. 4, and we go through the super duo, and now we're going to pick up 3. Now see, this row is the one where it really starts to curve. So when I pull this tight, see, now you're getting the curve in here. So we're going to pick up 4, and we're going to go through the last silver, through the pink, and back through, there we go, back through the pink. And we want to come back up and up through the silver. Now the reason I'm coming back up through these silver beads is they're actually connecting. So as I come back up through these silver beads, you're making a connection between the 1 row and the next row, and you're not getting any gaps with thread. And you're going to pick up 4, and come back down here, down to the next row, and we pick up 2 super duos. And the amount of curve that you're going to get in here is going to be dependent upon how tight you pull that thread. And now we're going to pick up 4. We go back through the silver, the pink, and the pink we just came out of. we're going to come back through the pink and the silver, and we'll pick up 4, and we'll go down. We'll put on our last super duo, and then we pick up 4, we're going to come back through the silver bead, down through the 2 pink super duos. All right, we want to turn around just like we did the last time. And we're going to pick up 4, go through the tip, and we have to turn around. Oh, excuse me, we're at the end. We don't turn around. We do another 4. And we come through the bottom. All right, and I want to get this little bottom piece on. Now, this time we're not going to go through this because we're turning around. So we're not going to go through the silver bead now. We're actually just going to go through the super duo and the silver bead because we want this thread. And I'm using a green thread so it doesn't show as much as the white would. And we want this to kind of disappear. And now we can pick up 3 to the tip. And we can go through the silver bead and back through the tip. Back through the super duo. Now I want to tie this off, and to do that I'm actually going to continue through the silver beads. I'm just going to turn this over so I can see it a little bit better. So I'm coming out of the super duo and I want to go through the silver bead. That's what happens when you pull it tight. I like the tight thread, but it's more difficult to get the needle in. There we go. Nope. There. So we want to go through the silver bead, all the silver beads coming up the side. There. Now I'm going to go back in to the silver bead that's going into this super duo, and I'm actually going to go back. I'm going to go around here because I want to make a little knot. I'm going to go through there, catch up this thread. I don't want to knot the tail up. Okay. Now I'm going to go back through my super duo so I can pull that knot in. I'm going to go back through this one again as well. And you can finish this off however you'd like. And then I'm going to do another little knot on this side. Catch that loop. come through. And I'm just going to go up a couple of silver beads at this point and cut this off. I'll go up to 3 silver. Back through. I'll go back through just 1 super duo so that I cut it off in the super duo and the little end doesn't stick out on the side. All right. That is how you build the second earring for the pair of earrings. Now I do have a little jump ring, and I'm going to put a little ring on the end here. Now I have a little jump ring that I've opened up, and I can slide that through the 80 bead. That's why we put the larger bead up top. And add the earring hook. And there you go. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If so, please like and subscribe.